Hi, I'm Shweta Ratanpura. I'm an alumni of the National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad. I joined there in 2014 and did my bachelor's in graphic design, and I recently convocated in 2019. After my convocation, I've participated in a competition called India Skills for my own skill, which is graphic design. I competed in the preliminary rounds, state level, regional level, national level, and got selected to represent India at a global level. Eventually, I got to compete in the international competition against 60 member countries, and I proudly won a bronze medal for India in graphic design technology. Ever since then, I've been freelancing and working as a designer. Since I got into NID, I've gotten a lot of requests asking me about how to prepare for the entrances, for design entrances specifically, that is NID, NIFT, MIT, Srishti, and other design schools in India. So I agree that it is completely different from an engineering exam, and a lot of people go to coaching classes. I myself went to 3 of them. I went to Silica, I went to BRDS, and I went to a institute called Abhivyakti in Pune. So the number one thing that I tell all these people is that you actually don't need classes or any sort of coaching to crack the NID entrance. That is solely because design entrances are not meant to be completely prepared for. It is a judgment of who you are as a person, your creativity, your ideas, your thoughts, and how you represent them. But that being said, practice is important, and it can help you get that few extra marks which differentiates you from getting into a college versus not getting in. It does not matter if you are great at sketching or your fine arts is really on point, but it goes a long way in helping you solve the written test. This is because the written test is where you'll be representing your ideas and your thoughts to whatever questions they've posed in a visual manner. You're not just writing them down, but you're also sketching them out. So the better you are at sketching, the better you'll be able to represent your ideas. That's why I always advise to start with the basics, get into a habit of sketching daily, sketch live objects, get your human anatomy on point, learn about perspective, learn about lighting and shadow. So sketching is important, and having a daily habit of sketching and practicing and putting your whatever you think on paper in a visual manner is really important. Apart from the questions about logic and aptitude, some GK, most of the questions are about your problem solving skills, your expression, your ideas, and how you view the world. So all of this comes from creative thinking, and even though they say creativity cannot be taught, there are certain exercises and there are certain ways in which you can enhance your creative thinking abilities. So these are the things that you can practice by just merely looking at past papers, looking at other entrances. So don't just solve NID papers, solve NIFT papers, solve MIT papers. There's Pearl Academy, there's Srishti. There are tons of institutes even outside India that you can get your hands on the paper on the entrance test and just solve them. And during your later stages where you're closer to the entrance, I would suggest that you practice these papers on the clock. So another thing about the NID entrances is that it's a lot to do for 3 hours. There's a lot that's going on. You're supposed to think, you're supposed to put it on paper, you're supposed to finish, and in the end it should all make sense and look great, and you do not have a lot of time to think about it and actually put it on paper. So unless you've practiced actually sitting down and solving the entire paper in one go from the start to the finish, you might have problems when you're giving the exam. You might not be able to finish the paper, and it's really important that you complete the paper, because if a question is of 10 marks, at least you'll get like a 3 or a 4 for attempting it, but if you don't at all, you'll just get 0 even if you've done the other questions well. So it's really important to finish the paper on time, and for that, practice is really important. So you should get into the habit of doing these things and sketching and solving these questions on a daily basis, especially before the exams, when the exams are coming close. There is no set pattern for the NID entrance. It keeps changing every year. It's meant to be, because it's not about a particular area, it's about your thinking, like I said before. So it changes every year, and But what happens is when you practice all these creative thinking exercises, it opens up your mind. You're not surprised or shocked when you hear when you see a new question in the paper for the first time. You're used to thinking in a creative manner. You're used to thinking in a different manner. And the more you practice, the easier it gets. You're not immediately surprised on seeing the paper. So you're able to expand your thought processes and you're able to see things differently in a different manner. So there are certain exercises that can help you do that. And I'm not talking about just solving the paper. You could try your hand at anything and everything that's creative around you. You could write poems, you could make illustrations or comic books, you could try your hand at cake decorating. Apart from your 12 studies, you should at least spend 3 to 4 hours just either reading about design, practicing your sketching, looking at old papers, trying to read about different current ongoings that are happening, improve your GK. And I know all of this sounds like it's a lot, but it's actually a lot of fun because it's not about practice. Design is actually fun. So when you get into it and you really start looking at it that way, all of the process is fun. That's why I got into it. That's why I chose it as my career, because I do not feel like I'm working. It's just a lot of fun. Last thing I would say is you can do all of this on your own. And you can probably even swing it without even practicing. You can swing the NID entrance and you might just get in. But if you feel like you do need practice, go for it, do it. Do as much as you want, have fun while doing it. And if you feel like all this is too much and you probably need guidance, it's good to join a class. You'll have a lot of similar students coming in and practicing with you. It'll be a lot of fun. You'll be getting help to complete all these assignments daily. So you'll be in a habit of practicing daily and doing these things daily. So I'm one of those people who get really lazy when I have to do things on my own. But if I have people around me and teammates or classmates doing the same thing, it's a motivation. You also get to see how different people may do the same thing over. So if you have a question or if you have a problem, you might do it in a different way, whereas 10 different people might do it in a different way. So it's a really fun process to see all that. So if it gets too much and you think you do need help and guidance, you should maybe join a class and just, like I said, most importantly, have fun and best of luck.